Man, tonight you're going to get to meet one of my favorite content creators, a guy with an imagination, a love of science fiction and all things spooky, and also sent some great tequilas for me to try tonight. An old Don Julio, Jose Cuervo, and Tapatío from the 70s and 80s. Check it out. Tequila with Dave. You're going to love this one. It's a great interview. Thanks for sticking around.
It's tasting tequila with Brad.
All right, guys, tonight I am so fired up to be sitting here with one of my favorite content creators, Tequila with Dave. This guy is killing it. How you doing tonight, Dave?
All right, what up, Brad? Thank you for having me here. What up, everybody?
I'm excited. You have some of the absolute most creative videos, and you have like this Hollywood production. How in the world are you doing these amazing videos?
Dude, it was literally all it takes is 3 lights. That's all I have, 3 like nice lights and my iPhone, and just play around with it. I get these ideas. I'm a big nerd, so I love horror movies. I love anime and all this stuff. So I kind of like, okay, that looked cool. I'll watch something. I'm like, that looks cool. Like, how can I recreate that in my own little tequila version way and come up with these kooky little videos? And my cousins are always telling me like, hey, like, some of them are in the videos, and they're like, hey, do you want to do a video? Like, what do you have in mind? And so they've been really having fun with it too.
Dude, some of these videos are like, it looks like you got like 7 camera views and a production team and these crazy lights, and it looks like so much. It's very impressive.
Dude, it's just little cuts here and there. Like, I'll film everything with one angle, and then I'll just move the camera. It's the same iPhone. I think it's an iPhone 15. I put it at a different angle, and I do everything all over again. And it's just kind of a lot of cutting and editing. And it's like the first couple of weeks, it was a lot of work. But once you kind of get down that style and editing, adjusting stuff you do, it kind of just flows naturally. And I was like, dude, so when I always started creating videos, the one thing I was thought about is I want to do these videos like commercials. I don't know if that makes sense. Kind of like a little story, 30 seconds, 40 seconds a minute, but just want to create a little story with these things. And now it's like, okay, I'm learning it, but I still feel I have a way to go.
No, dude, you're killing it. So tell everybody a little bit of who you are, where you're from, and what do you do besides make amazing videos?
Okay, so my name's David. I live here in New Jersey. So my family owns a Mexican restaurant in Neckham, New Jersey, and I help run the bar program, the tequila, and the cocktails. So about 3 years ago, I came across, I think it was one of David Sero's books, and they said Additive free tequila. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I went down that rabbit hole, and now here I am doing videos and stuff. But yeah, I'm in New Jersey. What else? I'm part of the New York, New Jersey Agave Club with Rich and those guys. I think I really got to shout out and thank Eva's Kitchen with Attilio, because that's where I heard Doug Price was going there. I'm like, let me go. And I've been going to that place ever since. And I met everybody there, Rich and Long Island Lou and Aged Agave and all those guys there. And now, these guys are all great buddies of mine.
What inspired you to make your first video, to sit down and put that one together?
That took a while. So I was doing more photos and posts, and then I was like right now, like I was looking at Instagram, I'm like, dude, everybody's doing videos. Like, all right, let me do one video, and actually hit up my buddy, Mr. Ardon Films. He helps he does all the video stuff for the New York, New Jersey Agave Club. So I'm like, yo, dude, can you just help me do a video? So I was a little nervous, and he brought the whole production. He has the lights, camera, everything. So he did the setup, and I'm just getting intimidated. I'm like, dude, I got to be in front of this camera with all these lights. So I'm like, okay, let's go for it. And we did a review. I think the first one was Lalo. I think that was one of the first reviews I ever did, was a Lalo. And I was doing my thing, and then Eddie's telling me like, dude, you're natural when it comes to the camera. I'm like, oh shit, like I didn't know I was good with the camera, but even my girlfriend will tell me I just kind of sometimes I do like attention. So once I started doing that, and we did a couple of videos with them, I'm like, okay, let me kind of do it on my own. I started getting a mic and a stand and all these things, and then he's the one that helped me out too with all the lighting and stuff. So he told me what lights to get, what microphone to get, and just been making help. He's been really help. I really got to give a shout out to Eddie too, who he's helped me out with a lot of these videos and stuff.
It's pretty awesome. So what's all your family and friends think about
So
how famous you're becoming and how
I,
much time you're spending.
they all ask me like, when do you do these things? You know, because I'm mostly here at the restaurant all day. And I'm like, when I get out, like I'm down in my basement. That's where I kind of have that little studio set up. Or if not, I shoot here too after hours. It does get a little creepy, not gonna lie. But I try to do it after 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, sometimes till midnight or 1 o'clock. But that's usually when I just have time to do all these things. But my family, my mom is one of my biggest supporters. Anytime so I do a lot of tequila events here at the restaurant where I do tequila tastings. She's like, I'm never gonna miss her. She's always here. She's always there supporting me. My sister too. My brother too. He's always also working. So whenever he gets time, he comes and hangs out and drinks tequila with me. And I have like 30 cousins. So half of them are like, oh my God, what the hell is David doing now? And the other are all like, dude, that's awesome. Let's do a video together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How did your family get into owning a Mexican restaurant?
So when they were kids, my grandpa owned a restaurant in Mexico. So
Mhm.
then they came to the United States around the 80s and 90s, and they started, they'll work in Mexican restaurants in Nanuet, New York, and Orange, El Bandido. It's a chain around here. And they just grew up with it. So eventually, so I have 7 uncles on my mom's side. All 7 uncles got together with my mom and my dad, and they started the first restaurant in East Hanover, New Jersey, back in 1998. And then we opened up Florida location in Sebring, Florida, 2001. And then the one I'm currently working at, it's our third location. We opened up in 2011. So it's
Fantastic.
just something, yeah, we've been surrounded by Mexican food. I've been working in these restaurants since I was 8 years old.
Wow. Now,
Yeah.
what part of Mexico is your family from?
Tequila, Jalisco.
You're from Tequila? The
Well,
actually
from Jalisco, we're in a small little ranch. I think about 2 hours, hour and 30 from Tequila.
fantastic.
Yeah. So I was born over there and everything. I came here when I was 2 years old. So I'm kind of like a Mexican, New Jersey, born raised kind of guy.
Yeah,
Uh,
how do you mix a Mexican accent with a New Jersey accent? Like that, I wanna hear
dude,
that
that's
one.
hard. That's hard. My girlfriend heard me speak Spanish. So my girlfriend's from Zapopan, which is a part of Guadalajara.
Okay,
And she hears me speak Spanish and she goes, you speak funny, because she's from the city. And we're kind of more of like a ranch, like basically kind of like a farm style Mexican.
sure.
So she kind of like, she makes fun of it. So my English is good, but then it's like when I start speaking Spanish, people are like, yeah, you're definitely from the ranch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you like going back to the region? Do you go quite a bit, and do you still have
Yes.
family there?
Well, when I get time, the thing is now I have an 8-year-old son and, my girlfriend. So it's a little bit harder, but I think last time I was about a year ago.
Okay.
And usually around December to January, it's the festival for our town, and it's 2 weeks of partying.
Mhm.
So like last time I went, my uncle's like, weirdly enough, I haven't gone to Tequila, so he knows I want to go. So he goes, "Hey, let's take 2 days. I'll take you to Fortaleza." I'm like, "Really? Yeah." So he drove me over there. We hung out there for 2 days, and it was awesome.
That's very cool. Now, so you still have a lot of family in the region as well?
Yeah, my grandma's out there. I have, I think, 3 aunts and an uncle out there still.
So if I show up at the restaurant, best Mexican dish, what should I be eating?
Oh, let's see. I have two. So I think my thing I eat once a week has to be the enchilada suizas.
Hmm,
I just love the green tomato sauce that we do here. So it's corn tortilla, chicken inside, the green tomato sauce, melted cheese, and a little sour cream. Dude, I could eat that every day. That's my favorite. But the other one that I can eat every day because it's unhealthy as hell is a dish we call the shrimp El Dorado. So it's 6 shrimp, big shrimp, stuffed with cheese and wrapped with bacon and deep fried.
you
Yeah,
just made me hungry just with
yeah,
that description.
yeah. Oh my God. It's one of my favorite dishes, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like once a month, you don't want to overdo it, but whenever I get a chance, I devour that thing.
Yeah, I would too. That's fantastic sounding. Okay, what's your go-to Blanco tequila?
Ooh, so I actually just did a blind tasting this week, 20 different tequilas, and I've keep going back to Siete Leguas Blanco.
Mm.
It's really one of my favorites, which I haven't realized until I guess this week. Um, Yeah, it's actually the very first additive-free bottle of tequila that I found when I was looking for additive-free tequila. It's the very first one I found, so I call it my first love.
That's a great one too. I mean, that's one that I love too. So
Oh, yeah.
it's one that like I just did a blind, a tequila matchmaker blind or agave matchmaker blind a few tequilas ago, and or a couple blinds ago, and it was all blancos, and I picked that out. Like I knew in that blind that was Siete Leguas, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has such a great
The
flavor that you can
crisp.
pick up, and it's crisp,
Yeah.
it's clean, it's citrusy. It's got. I mean, that's a great one.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been my go-to right now. But I feel like down the line, new brands are coming out and there's new stuff out there. So I'm always trying new stuff to see what I'm gonna enjoy.
That leads me to the next question. So, out of all of the new tequilas that have landed on your desk, what's
Uh,
something that's really standing out to you today that you're like, man, I can drink that every day?
yeah. So there's two that I gotta do side by side. I the Insolito, I just got that one. I really, really enjoyed their stuff. And the Carreta de Oro.
Mm.
I don't know. I was iffy about that one. I don't know. I really thought I wasn't gonna like it, and then I tried it. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that is actually good. So I put those two side by side. But
I
I
just
really,
I
I
just
mean, the
spent
bottles are
this
cool.
weekend there. I spent
Yeah, I did see. I'm
Saturday
like, oh,
at
that's
Carrete
awesome.
de Oro, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like their stuff. I did a cocktail with the Reposado. It's such a great tequila. It's a good sipper. It's a good cocktail maker. I really, really enjoy them.
Go
And then
to
Insolito too. Yeah,
go to Reposado.
Lost Floor. Lost Floor, definitely, yeah. You see it, especially their high proof man, that
Yeah.
the Day of the Dead, yeah, I really, really love what they do with the repos. Yeah. I
Go
think I ended up getting
to
like
Añejo.
ooh. So añejos, I go here and there, but I think it has to be the Cascanes.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, don't think it's on the pricier side, but I think they said they're gonna lower the price or something. But
They did.
I
Yeah.
think the Cascanes, yeah, the Cascanes Añejo, I think it's been actually. Sorry, I have to take that back. I do like the Cascanas, but I forgot about one. I haven't tried in a while, and it's been my go-to, the ArteNOM 1146, actually.
Yeah. ArteNOM 1146 is like
Yes.
it's so good. So
Yeah.
let's jump to Cascanes a little bit. We don't have to be brand specific on this one like we do so
Yeah.
many of our videos. So what do you think about the difference of Cascanes at T-Tap 1610 versus Cascanes at Atanasio 1599?
Oh, so I haven't tried the old stuff. I still
Gotcha.
that's you're saying the old Nom?
Yeah, 1599. Rene Carranza, as for the
Yeah.
Atanasio, is the original
Yeah.
nom for
Yeah. So
Cascanes.
I'm dying to try that one. Unfortunately, all the new stuff I've tried is the newer one. But I'm dying. I mean, I'm in a whole bunch of raffle groups, and they do keep popping up. So that's what I'm shooting for now. And I want to compare those two side by side and see really which one, like, was it better at the old distillery or the new distillery? So I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one once I try those side by side.
I'm a bit of an old distillery fan. Rob just did a little. Rob the Tequila
Yeah,
Collective just
the
did,
tequila collecting is awesome.
and he made a comment that one was lighter than the other. The new one is a lighter, more approachable tequila, and I will agree with that. The old one to me is a little more on the Atanasio fare. That little bit more cheesy, malolactic, creamy, phenomenal minerality. So
Yeah,
that was one that I'm always curious of what people think if they've had both. So you have to try the old one.
yeah,
If
man.
I had one of the 1599s, I'd send it to you, but I don't have.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
dude,
find one anymore.
I'll end up coming across it. So one way or another.
It's a really hard one to find. So what is your favorite XA? What would be your not favorite but go to? What's something that if you were going to get an XA? Because I don't like the favorite thing. My favorite's
Yeah,
whatever I poured
yeah.
today.
Just what are you in the mood for? And they're all good.
Right.
And honestly, I feel like I just haven't been getting into XAs that much. But I think I have to go with the 2019 Tequila Ocho?
Mm,
Uh,
I haven't had
for
that.
me, it gives me like so I love coconut flavor. I don't know why I get some hints of coconut in there that I really, really like. And although it's very light, it is like they use these barrels at three
Yeah,
or four times already. So they
a
don't pick up
million
that much
times.
color. Yeah. So you get that hint of it, but I think the 2019 is phenomenal. Like I do get that coconut flavor, but that balance with the agave is still really strong in there. So yeah, I have to go with the tequila ocho. I think I
So
actually have a bottle here. Yeah.
all of the single barrels that have been coming out and all these special releases, Lost Lore is, to me, they've knocked it out of the park with some of these amazing special releases. Cascahuín has brought out
Uh,
some of these really awesome products. What's a single barrel or special release that you just go,
I'm
man?
really gonna let you finish
Oh,
there. It's Cascahuín bricks.
Cascahuín bricks, yeah,
The bricks, yes, that's
yeah.
one of my all-time favorites. It's my go-to. I have a very, very picky cousin when it comes to tequila.
Mhm.
There's some big brands that I really enjoy that she's just like, "Yeah, no," she's very picky. And, I was like, "Okay, she's not gonna say no to this one." So I gave her some of the bricks, and she's like, "Oh my god," but she
You're good.
loved it.
Yeah, it's so good. I actually don't have a bottle, but I've got the opportunity to taste it. I actually got to taste it at Cascahuín. So to me, it was like I'm having the best of the best at the best of the best. It was kind of cool. So you sent me some things here in these little bitty bottles, right?
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I know you have a story behind these. So what am I about to taste? And are you going to taste them along with me?
Yeah, I have everything here, actually.
Okay.
Let's see, which one should we start off with? Let's do the Cuervo because that's the oldest one.
So in this, what you're saying is is this like pre-diffuser?
Yes, but, it's still, uh, a mixto, so
Okay,
it
so it's a
doesn't mean
mixto.
that.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's still a mixto, but, like, I was talking to David Suro about this, and, he said, although it is a mixto, it is Cuervo, it's still, like, the juice in this is still done better than any of the stuff that's on the shelf right now with the
okay,
additives. It's a more natural, but the one thing I get, and, it was John from, High Spirits, he said it, you do taste kinda like a grate in there, like a orange soda kind of thing,
okay,
and so I think one thing our theory is, back in the day, they didn't have the technology to torch these barrels like the way they do it now,
sure.
so they might have to use some sort of, like, kerosene or something, like lighter fluid or something to light it up. So if you do get a little hint of that, but, I mean, it's a little lighter, but it's still whatever product that's drinkable.
I mean, I definitely get a cooked agave on the nose,
Yeah.
more so than I would on any Cuervo that I got, today.
Mhm. And I wanna say, I think these ones, if I did hear right, they're not like 51% to 49%. I think these are like more 75%. So kinda how like, Tequileño is. They're like,
Okay.
what, 70 and 30%?
Yeah.
So it does still have that agave in there, but it is natural sugarcane. It's not really chemically made or
So more
glycerin or
similar
something.
to today's El Tequaleño, more like
Yes, yes.
70% with real sugar cane and not some grain spirit added on the backside.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I get
yeah,
it.
I
A
don't know if you've
really
seen the
nice,
bottle. It's like it's falling apart. It's old.
very cool.
Uh, but what I like is it has like a crow on in the inside label there. So that's one thing I love. Old school OG bottles. Because I always say the tequila tells a story, and it's like,
Sure.
dude, these ones really tell a story. This is history. This is what started tequila. Although the brands all kind of suck right now, these are the guys that led tequila and put it on the market. And we do gotta give these guys a little credit.
Absolutely. Have you dug into the book Tequila Wars?
I bought it. I just bought it, and I have to start reading it. So, yeah, October, I'm in my spooky mode, so I just got it for this month. So, as soon as this month I'm on one book, I'm a big reader. I do an audiobook and a regular book once a week, and I
Wow.
just go through them. Yeah, so right now I'm jumping into that one. I'm very, very excited to start that one, actually.
That book is stupid. It is so
Yeah.
good. It needs to be a full
A
length
movie,
multi-series. No, not a movie. 2 hours or 3 hours wouldn't cut it. This needs to be like a Netflix
TV
12
show series. Oh,
volume
hell yeah.
couple hour series. Like and we've become really good friends with Jimmy Salsa. And we've spent a lot of times with Jimmy at his father's ranch in San Martin, just outside of Tequila. And we've heard him sit and tell us stories about when Sabono bought land, and how Sabono made the first stone oven, and how Sabono had some of the column stills back in the early 1900s, and how the land was taken away, and how they bought Cuervo land, and he's told us all these stories. And then I didn't read it, I listened to the book, and my wife and I would sit out on the porch and we'd listen to this book, and she's like, Jimmy told us that. Oh my gosh, this is like Jimmy showed us those papers, and it brought the whole thing to life, and the history of tequila and the wars between these families will blow your mind. And then when you come to town and you see all the things that we've seen before many times going to tequila, it's a whole different picture. You're like, you can see the blood in the streets, you can see the fights and the wars and the land, and it's so amazing. So
and it's awesome. Yeah, no, that's one book I'll finish in a day or two. I definitely want to check that one
out. Yeah, you're gonna miss a couple of days of work.
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, hey, there's no videos from Dave. He must be reading.
I got to finish this book. Hell yeah.
This is awesome. Really good. I've never had this. This is this has got a great flavor to it. It's got a funkiness to it that I like. It's got a lot of vegetalness to it, and
it's like to say it's Cuervo. It's crazy. Yeah, this bottle's like fading. It's probably like 76. I want to say.
No kidding. It's got a real peppery finish that heats up as it goes. Like it comes on with a little warmth and then it grows. But to me, can you tell the sweetness is a little different than agave sweetness? Like it's a different sweet.
It really is. It's. I mean, you gotta think about it. Those agaves probably might have grown maybe a little bit longer, or be a little bit longer than what's out now. Mm-hmm. That's one thing David Searle was telling me. It's like he it's a lot more global warming and stuff now. So he thinks that the agaves are taking less time to grow compared to back then. They could grow up to 9, 10, and rarely you'll find 11, 12-year-old agaves that are just maturing. So I can imagine these agaves are, have longer years than what's out right now. So maybe it just gets a different kind of sweetness, the rainwater, the dirt, the earth, it all really, really does affect it. So it's very unique, and it's very, very cool to try, the old sweet juice.
Do you think the cane sugar has affected a little bit of that sweetness too, though? Like
over time,
different sweet?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely, like I said, I get a great kind of soda in there. Mm-hmm. I feel like that might be a little of the sugar cane in there.
Yeah, when you said grape soda, it's dead on. Like Fanta grape, like
that can, you crack it open. That's the
I get it in the smell. I get it in the taste. Here's what's not there that we have today in Cuervo, is that saccharine Diet Coke leftover flavor that you have in your mouth.
It just lingers.
It's not there. It's a nice peppery, clean finish. So. Yeah. In 1976, this is before I would have gotten really drunk on tequila and got sick. I'm probably more like an 85.
Yes. Yeah.
How old are you, Dave?
I was about to say I wasn't even born yet in either time. I'm 89.
You were born in 89?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great year. I graduated from high school in 88. So thank you, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What a treat. Thank you for that. I wish you could have told me something you want me to send to you.
Dude, I'll take anything.
I think I may make a little bottle of this. So this, I haven't talked about yet on screen. This is the first time I've showed it. I probably am not supposed to yet. My friend Ronak and I will be talking about this very soon. This is Carrete de Horas Extra Añejo. So let me get a little bottle of this and drop it in the mail to you, because
yes, please.
It is really, really special.
And the color on that, again, amazing.
It is. And I was with Samuel, and let me see if I say this right. Since you're Mexican, you'll correct me if I'm wrong. Guanataclan, which is just outside of Guadalajara, just on the other side of Pinte Grande.
Okay.
It's a bridge, right?
You got it.
Pinte Grande. And this is really good. And I think I have another bottle over there that is barrel number 57 of their Añejo at 60.8% alcohol.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. I love high proof.
I'll shoot you that too to try out since you took such good care of me. And then I'll see if there's something else that isn't like floating around out there that you've already had and send it to
Yeah.
you. So I
Yeah,
appreciate you doing
there's
this.
one thing I actually got to send you. I sent it to Brian over the agave nerd,
Mhm.
and I can't. Well, this one I can't talk about. I can't even say the name or the guy who gave me the bottle. He just said, "Look, you could drink it, share it, just don't post a video about it." So
Okay.
I'll send you a little sample of that. It's very special, and I'll explain that in person. But
We'll
it's
explain
something.
that when we're not recording.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the next one you sent me is,
Which was that, the Don Julio or the Tapatío?
oh, so this is an old school Don Julio, an original Don Julio. Like this is pre
This is
bad
when they
Don
still
Julio.
owned it. Yeah, so I don't know if you could see it. It does say Tresmaguez, which is the original brand
Okay.
on the bottle. I actually got this one signed by Lalo.
Oh,
Uh,
very cool.
yeah, so we're in an event and Lalo's there. I'm like, hey, Lalo, I want to bring something out that's special. And dude, his eyes lit up. He goes, dude, he goes, this is awesome. Like, where'd you get it? Um, so he's like, can I sign it? I'm like, hell yeah. So he was with us just talking a little bit about history about Don Julio and stuff. And so like one cool thing that he was telling me is so the shape of the bottle of Patron, right?
Mhm.
So at the time they came to Don Julio and they asked permission if they could take the shape of the bottle
No
and use
kidding.
it for Patron. I guess they're family members, cousins, something. So they took the design, went with Patron, but at the time that's when they were still at Siete Leguas. So they ended up leaving and they got the Patron distillery, everything. And it happens that Patron went and copyrighted the shape of the bottle and sued Don Julio. So it's like,
You
dude,
gotta be kidding me. That's
yeah.
ah.
So now, yeah, if you see like the Blanco bottle is like round,
Mhm.
but it was original, like these square bottles. Yeah.
So this has a great cooked agave. Is this a repo?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
Reposado.
So you,
Let's see. It's actually 38%. So this is their Mexican
this is the
version.
Mexican version. You get cooked agave, you get a little Highlands floral to me, and you get a nice barrel note. This doesn't smell like a diffuser product at all.
Not at all. No additives, no glycerin, no vanilla extracts, no that crap. It's like, it makes me sad because it's like,
Mm.
Don Julio figured it out. And it's like, you guys can continue doing this. And it's like, what the hell?
It's all about the money.
hmm
Um, so it is soft. It is. You can tell it's a lower proof to me.
Yeah.
It's a little watery.
It's lighter. Yeah.
Um,
It's very, very light. That's one thing I was talking to before. I wonder also if it has to do with time.
yeah, I was gonna say there's some age on this too. You've probably lost a little bit. It's probably not even a 38 or 35. It's probably a 30. But
30. Yeah. This is an 86 bottle, I believe.
wow, I remember
Yeah.
1986. 1986 was a fantastic year. Great rock and roll, great hair. I had great hair in '86.
Dude, I
Let's
love
talk
the
about
80s. I
that.
mean, you saw I did a whole week of 1980s stuff. I was like, that whole week, I was just listening to 1980s music, like the whole way. Like, I'd go to work, I would drive for an hour, just 80s music playlist, blasting out of my car.
Yeah, dude, the '86 was awesome. '86. Let's see. 80 in March of 1986 was the release of the 5150 album, the first Van Halen album with Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
The reason I drink tequila, Sammy Hagar.
Hell yeah.
Why
Dude,
can't
that
this
guy,
be love? I mean, this was good
he
stuff.
knows his tequila, man. I like listening to him. I mean, I'm really impressed with, you think he's another celebrity, but no, he loves the distillery, he loves choose the barrels and all that stuff. So I
Yeah,
give him,
when you pull out a Santo Fina, from El Viejito with their original ceramic bottle, like a lot of people reflect back to the blue bottle of Cabo Wabo, which was
yes.
1426, where Nueve Uno is made today. It's the Naomi Partida is the master distiller there. But if you go back to when Eduardo, that's before Katrina Rojas became the master distiller at El Viejito, Eduardo was. And you go to the original ceramic white and gray bottle that Cabo Wabo came in, that tequila is what won me over back in 2003. That's when I was like, man, tequila is it.
Yeah.
And they got in financial trouble, tax trouble, and that's when it moved to 1426, which still was a great tequila all the way up until it sold.
Yeah.
I left tequila for a while, and Ocho and Nueve Uno are the things that made me go, this tastes like the tequila I used to like, right?
Yeah.
And I
It
haven't
brings it
been there
apart.
yet. My goal is to go to Atatanico and visit NOM 1137 and go to El Vejito and meet Eduardo to
Nice.
go, gosh, this is where it all began for me. You know, it's this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. It has sentimental value, of course. That's
This is
typical.
good too, dude.
Yeah.
This
Again, better than anything on the shelves right now, you know?
I would drink Don Julio if it tastes like this. You know what? Here's what I know. Don Julio's family would drink this too, but they don't drink it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Man, thanks for sending me these. This is unbelievable.
Of
Okay,
course.
so the next one we have says Tapatío.
Yes.
I can read that
Well,
handwriting.
yeah. Yeah. So this is a 90, is it 90s? I think it was a 90s, early 2000s. It's still an old bottle of the Añejo. Yeah, it's Añejo, NOM 1139, old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, labels like falling apart too.
And there really hasn't been a lot of change at La Tena, though, right? I mean, when we go
No,
back to
no.
what they're making today, they're doing it primarily the same way, right?
Yeah, I think there the difference would be, like I was saying, more on like just the agave, just the natural. Was there probably more rain, cleaner air, dirt, all that stuff.
Sure. And
So
they
I think
probably
that,
weren't using, no, they don't today, but that period where there was lots of lots of pesticides and fertilizers. This is before Monsanto figured out everything, right?
yeah, yeah.
Great cooked agave, but this smells like Tapatio. I get that minerality. I get some rain, that little petrichor.
Wow. Haven't had this one in a while, but I mean, yeah, dude, we nearly finished this one.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a nice
Great
mouthfeel. Yeah.
mouthfeel. Yeah, this is creamy. Now maybe that's coming off this 35 too. What proof is this one? Is this 40?
Yeah, 40%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 40. Yeah.
A
Oh,
a real citrus punch. Like
I still get that peppery citrus flavor in there. So
yeah,
that's something I think the other two are kind of missing. They probably had it at one point, but I feel
at
like I
some
said
point.
the time probably got rid of that. But this one still has that. This is awesome.
Yeah, you get a real punch of citrus and then it turns into pepper in that finish. Like it's like orange pepper. Like bam, that's really good. That's really
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah. I love this brand. And I try to introduce my family to newer tequilas. And unfortunately, like I'll always bring that Tapatío bottle. I love the 110 for margaritas and cocktails. So I'll bring it. I'm like, here, try this. And they're like, it's a cheap bottle. I'm like, dude, no, Tapatío is fucking
So
great. You
good.
know, like you gotta try this one. So
Yeah,
they tried it right away. They're like,
what
yeah,
you can't see next to that last Musica bottle
yeah.
is 110 Añejo, Blanco, and Repo. They're right there. That all of the
Dude, I got,
Tapatios.
yeah, those. Oh my God, I can't imagine the 110s. Phenomenal. If they could go higher, I would love that.
Yeah, they just got it. We just have it in Indiana. Just within the last month, Tapatio is now available at Total Wines in Indiana. And another plug for Indiana, we just recently picked up Yayo. So Yayo is now
Nice.
available in Indiana. And then this one kind of taps at the heart a little bit. We now can pick up Valor tequila in Indiana due to
Nice.
Lux Bev. So
I love the Lord.
Valor is
Yeah.
starting to show up every place too. So
Nice. How's everything like in general? Like, is it hard for you guys to get tequila out in Indiana?
yeah, we're kind of a desert. Like when you go to Total Wine, who has the most stuff, you may be able to find a Costco. Well, and it's better today. It's better
Yeah.
now than what it was a year ago. But maybe
I'm
a
pretty sure you
Costco.
probably influence a couple of liquor stores, right? Or nearby. You're
Yeah,
like,
so
hey, yo,
a
yeah,
bunch of my buddies own liquor stores, but they always tell me, oh, Siempre. We just recently got Siempre in Indiana.
nice.
Cascahuín, G4. Those are fairly new to Indiana. Yayo is brand new. Zumbador, brand new. Valor, brand new. Valor and Yayo and Zumbador within the last 60 days in Indiana.
Yeah. I don't think we have Zumbador in Jersey yet, but I was in New York City last week and I saw them sitting on the shelves for $24.99, I think it was. I'm like, oh, yeah, I loaded it up on whatever I could.
Dude, we were buying Lopez in Guadalajara for like $11. It's
Jesus
like
Christ.
so stupid.
Yeah.
So, El Tequileno was like when you found one, you bought one because that wasn't available in Indiana. But Ocho, El Tesoro, um,
Yeah,
Suerte,
they're more available. Yeah.
so the Arete classics, but none of the others. But just within the last 6 months, we can pick up the other Aretes. So there's a real growth. Now people are going to be able to get some of these great tequilas that they can't get on a regular basis.
Yeah, like one thing I'm dying to do, I'm a bartender. It's like I would love to do for less añejo old fashions or a spicy reposado margarita, but it's like the prices and stuff you find around here. It's like I feel like like maybe I shouldn't. It's sacred,
Right.
but I think eventually it's gonna be more readily available. Well, I think they're still working on the distillery in a year or so or something, hopefully, and it'll
Yeah,
be
the
more
window's
available.
coming along. We got to spend my wife and I spent about 3 hours with Guillermo when we were there in August,
Nice.
and which was really unexpected. And it seems like a lot of great things are coming along there, and the brand is just really pushing forward and still making fantastic juice. Just it's
Oh yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I have one of their I just won the so like I said, I'm part of these raffle groups and stuff and trying to get my hands on some of these rare ones. So the one thing I won this week, I'm very excited. I'm gonna crack it open as soon as I do. And actually want to do a cool video. Is the Mission 1530, the with the bat. So yeah, I have an idea for it and I'm very excited. Um so hopefully in the next month or so you'll see that one come out. I just gotta put some stuff together, but it'll involve live creatures. I'll say that.
Wow. Well, I do. I mean, I appreciate you so much. I learn from your videos. I watch all of your stuff, and
Oh, thank you for that.
the
Yeah.
creativity that you have and the time that you spend is just really impressive to me. And that's why I wanted to have you on. Hopefully, everybody that's following me is following you, and we can get everybody on
I'll
there.
help each other out. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
dude. Thank you for having me on here, man. I mean, this is awesome. Yeah. I always love drinking some tequila and talking tequila, you know?
So I need to have you in Indiana so we can sit here at this bar and have whatever you want on the shelf. There's
Oh,
only one
don't tell
bottle
me
that I
twice.
don't open up. There's a
Yeah.
bottle that is really sacred to me. It is the Cabo Uno.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So I bought a case of that when it first came out, and like an idiot, I just drank it all.
Yeah.
And for Father's Day a few years ago, my kids found one for like $600 and bought me a Cabo Uno.
Oh,
It's up
nice.
there in the corner. Today, since it's like $3,500, I thought, man, I
Oh,
gotta maybe have that when my daughter gets married or one of
yeah.
my kids have
Special
their first
occasion.
kid. But once it's
Yeah.
open,
It
it's gonna be
snows.
gone.
Yeah. That's like I have one bottle like that too, and it's like the one bottle I'm like terrified to open, but it's my favorite bottle of all time. I love horror and I love Halloween, all this stuff. It's that the Patron, their Day of the Dead, Guillermo del Toro collaboration.
Oh
It's
yeah.
this huge freaking box, but I want to make a margarita with it just cause they give you this like special edition Grand Marnier kind of thing with it. It's like a 50-year-old Grand Marnier or something, and it's like but it's like I'm terrified of, like, when do I open this up? It has to be definitely a special occasion, something big, you know?
Because when you do, you're gonna be hanging it as an empty bottle somewhere. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
They go so fast. So
yeah. No, I would demolish that thing in seconds. Yeah, the bottles are
okay,
cool,
so I gotta ask you. There's two questions I want to ask you before we wrap this up. One of them is go to cocktail. Some non-tequila person walks in your store. They sit down at the bar and they go, "Look, I want something really special, a cocktail that's special." What do you make them?
Uh, definitely. So I do a really good, and it's something I could like. I'm not a cocktail guy, but I could drink this all day. It's a, hibiscus raspberry margarita. I really do, but I put a little tahine rim, so it's the sweetness, a little spiciness, and that one I use a Tapatío 110. I
Wow.
when somebody tells me something special, I do that. Hibiscus raspberry with the 110, fresh lime juice, a little agave, and then the spicy rim. Yeah.
When I come into your restaurant and order that, you're not allowed to take my wife home. She still has to leave with me.
I'll help you though, you know, I'll get her drunk
You
for
will.
you.
Yeah, hell yeah, you will. Okay, so I ask brand owners this all the time because I think this is really cool to hear um, what they share and how it hits to the heart, and that's where this question goes. So, if you could sit down with anybody ever, history, family, not family, famous, whoever in the world, and get down be able to sit down and share your most cherished or precious tequila? Because that's different than a favorite or a go-to. But to crack a bottle that you've never been able to crack with somebody else, who would you want to crack a bottle of this really special tequila with and share with them and talk to them about their feelings and their thoughts on the tequila?
Okay, so might get a little emotional for this one. Oh, because it was something I was thinking about last night. Actually, it's wild you asked me that. Um, so unfortunately, my father passed away 3 years ago, and it's one thing I always wanted to do was share a drink with him. Um, and I was thinking about that. It's like he was a drinker, so I have a picture of him. He was a bartender too, so I have a picture of him with an old school Cuervo bottle in the back. Yeah, sorry. Again, I'm an emotional guy, by the way. Um,
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would love to share. I have a bottle of 1800 Millennial at home. It's additive free, but this is before they sold out and all that stuff. So I have that bottle there and I haven't cracked it open, but it's one of those bottles now. I keep thinking like, dude, if my dad was still here, that's one bottle I would love to crack open with him.
That's very cool. What I would like to see that I'm picturing this in my head because you're so good at making videos that if you made a video, it's 2025 and you're making a cocktail and then you figure out how to take your dad's pictures and use some AI that we have today and
Oh
have
yeah.
dad 20 years ago making a cocktail.
Oh yeah.
What cocktails would those be? And
I,
how awesome would it be to see you two sit down and, maybe a
it's
25-year-old father going, "Hey, son, try my cocktail," and you today, David, go and try this cocktail and
I
have
would
that
freak. I
experience.
mean, I think that's you gave me an amazing idea. And I think with AI now we can really do that. It's just playing around with it and figuring it out. I think that would be awesome. I mean, like I said, I have this great picture of my father working at a Mexican restaurant, old school white button down with like I don't know if you remember
Yeah.
back in the day, like the front is like really long or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Really
yeah.
so I had that picture of him, and I'm like, I bet you AI could do something with him, and put us together in a video and do something cool. I mean, dude, I would appreciate that. I think my family would love that too, especially my mom and my sister and my brother. They would definitely love that.
Well, better than AI, I hope I planted a seed in your brain that when you go to sleep tonight or over the next couple of nights, that you wake up in the morning and that you had that dream of being able to talk to your father over your
Or a
best
video.
tequila and your best drink. I hope that's planted in your brain and that happens because it's amazing how our brains work and how you plant a seed and you go to sleep and that seed gets settled in
Oh, just
there and
blooms.
plants
Yeah.
a soar. I
Oh, hell yeah.
I
No,
hope I'm getting
I'll
a call
figure it
from
out.
you going, "Dude, this is freaking amazing. I had this dream of having a drink with my dad. That would be so cool." So I hope that happens.
Oh, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I definitely. And now my brain is kind of going like, okay, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do it?
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be my ultimate video to really work on.
Well,
I'll
dude,
figure it
I
out.
I appreciate you taking your time tonight. I know you're busy running a restaurant and doing all the things you do and editing videos.
Thank you. Yeah.
That'll be the death of us is editing, right? Like that's
Oh yeah.
AI. Come on, help us with
Like
editing. But
quick. Yeah.
I appreciate you taking your time sending me these samples, and I love it. And just really thank you, my friend. Thanks for
Oh,
being
thank you,
supportive for
Brad.
me and doing what you do. And I just really appreciate you.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I really hope one day we'll get together and get drinks, hopefully tequila one day. I think that's the goal for 2026. Get together in tequila and have some drinks, find some good bottles. Oh, yeah.
It's going to happen for sure. So I'm going to
It
give you a
will.
big cheers. Do you have a glass
Yeah.
there in front of
Yeah, I
you?
got it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, my friend. Thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks a million. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
you so
Brad.
much. Cheers.
Pleasure.
Okay. That's where I'm going to end it. But we have to do one thing because as the devil is in making the fucking thumbnail,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
for YouTube. Do you do a lot of YouTube?
No, that's one thing I'm going to start getting into. So
Yeah.
it's little by little, like, yeah, well, I always thought about like making a longer video for YouTube, edit it for Instagram, and then if I can make it even shorter for TikTok.
Well, if I can give you a tip for that, use Chat GPT.
Yeah,
So, hey, Chat GPT, make me a hook for YouTube for a review,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
that'll give you. I don't script it, but I take the hooks that it gives me,
yeah, yeah.
and then
ChatGPT, I use it for certain things, but I feel like there's only so much that it could do.
You do, yeah.
It'll be that, like, it'll plant the idea, and then it's like, okay, let me work off this.
So ask for the YouTube ask for the YouTube hook, then ask for an Instagram hook, and
Yeah.
ask it to script what you did into a shorter version. Not to
Yeah.
use the
Oh,
script,
smart.
but it gives you an idea to fit into 2
How
minutes,
to edit it. Hell yeah, that's actually smart.
and then go, I need a TikTok hook, 60 seconds. And then what I'm
Okay.
going to do, and I don't do it word for word on the script. What it does is, for me, is it gives me a hook and an idea, and then I break that into 60 seconds. Then I
Yeah,
record
that's
it
smart.
all into one video. So when I
Yeah.
do my video, I do my review, I pull the hook up, I read the Instagram hook, I do my shorter review, then I read my TikTok hook, do a shorter review, throw it into CapCut, and go chop, chop, chop. So I got my YouTube, Facebook video, I got my Instagram video, I got my TikTok video, and then I put them out
Oh,
that way.
that's fucking smart. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play around with that tonight.
It makes it quick, makes it easy. And the thing about Instagram and TikTok, what I've just recently, I mean, I haven't been doing this very long. It's just what I've learned is it's the hook, and then
Yeah.
making sure that your hook is in your description.
Did you see
Your
the
hook
video
is
I
on
did
your
yesterday?
thumbnail. Hmm?
Did you see the video I did yesterday where it's just like, "Hey, tequila lovers, what's the tequila?"
I did. Yeah.
That
That was a good one.
I was like, so I'm playing around with that. It's okay. Now it's like I'm on a whole bunch of books, like Instagram books, algorithms, YouTube videos, all this, because it's like, okay, I have a great idea, but it's like, okay, how am I going to hook the people in? And it's that those 3 seconds are so important. So
That's what I've
right
been
now,
doing with chat for about the last 4 months. Hey, Chat GPT, what's the CRT description hook for YouTube? What needs to be the hook on my thumbnail? And then what's my opening line? And once I
yeah,
get past the opening line, I don't want to
it's,
sound canned. I just do the opening line and move on.
yeah,
I did
yeah,
one for Sakuro, and I just did one tonight that I've got to redo. It's like,
yeah.
hey, we're going to take flight tonight with Sakuro Tequila and their 5-year Añejo, which is phenomenal.
Oh shit.
My interview with them comes out Thursday. I always post it. So also when you do YouTube, a trick is post on YouTube and then don't tell anybody about it for 24 hours.
Okay.
Because if you post on YouTube and you share it right away and somebody starts coming to it from Facebook or Instagram, YouTube pulls it out of the algorithm because it's being shared outside of YouTube.
Okay.
So you want to like all of my videos, like a video that came out on Instagram on Monday came out on YouTube on Sunday.
Okay.
So that's a
Does
YouTube
that?
trick.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, the algorithm, you got to really play around with that stuff. And that's
Oh, I've
something like
read
I'm
like
like,
5
the
books on
time. Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
and YouTube's where my growth is. I'm over 17,000
Yeah. I
subscribers
saw
on
that. Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like been my press. Instagram, I don't know, it's like 6,200 or something. My personal Facebook's over 5,200, and I get a lot of response from there. And I almost make as much money from Facebook, $30 a month, as I do my $40 a month from YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, something, man. Oh,
Instagram,
yeah.
0.
Yeah. I think Instagram is more like to get the brands and all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
so I'm trying, like, I love tequila, but like, I'm trying to pull in other people in. So I'm working with, an energy drink, Frankenfuel. And then
I
I'm
seen
working
that
with,
you did a thing about
yeah,
Frankenfuel the other
yeah,
day.
yeah. I did a cocktail with them. They're trying to get Lost Store involved with some stuff. So
Very
we're
cool.
working on that. And, Into the AM, the clothing brand,
Come here, Tone.
they've been messaging me and they're like, "Hey, let's do this, let's do that." I'm like, "Okay, like I'm down." Like they send me a couple shirts, they pay me something for them, and
That's
I'm like,
very
"Okay,
cool.
let me wear these shirts, and they're cool."
You
Hi,
got to meet my better half. This is my wife, Tony. Have you
how's it
seen
going,
her
Tony?
on any of the videos that we do?
Yeah. I saw you guys were what, the beach or somewhere. Yeah, definitely saw vacation trip.
She's done some reviews with me now. She just did a new one that posts
Hey,
tomorrow. It's her and I talking about Tesoro Azul's Cristalino,
oh, nice.
which is pretty clean, and she actually likes it. So yeah,
Yeah,
she
hell
puts up
yeah,
with all this crap, dude. It's amazing.
yeah. My girl's like, dude, just don't do it while I'm awake. So the good thing is her and my son fall asleep by 9 o'clock. So it's like, okay, they're done by 9. Let me get home and do what I gotta do.
Dude, I'm in bed by 9. I'm
Yeah,
56. I got an AARP card, dude. When
yeah.
I come to your restaurant, I expect a senior discount. That's what I'm saying.
I got you on the 50% of free chips also.
Well, Dave, thanks for doing this. I appreciate you very much. Let's do some goofy salute, smile at the camera so I can make a thumbnail. So like look straight at the camera, do a smile and hold it for a few minutes.